続きましてはデジモンコンのメインイベントの一つですね。デジモンカードゲーム日米親善バトル前半戦を開始したいと思います。
Oh, and now on to one of the main events of Digimon Con. We'd like to start with the first half of the Digimon card game US-Japan Friendship Match.
はい、さあこのプログラムをですね、もっと皆さんに楽しんでいただくために、このお二人にお越しいただきました。
And to make this program even more exciting, we've invited these two gentlemen. Please welcome to the stage, 福井さん、Kyleさん。
お願いします。どうぞどうぞどうぞどうぞ。
どうぞどうぞ。Come on out.
はい。
Please introduce yourselves. どうぞ自己紹介お願いします。
はい。
はい、バンダイカード事業部のデジモンカードゲームプロデューサーやっております福井と申します。よろしくお願いします。
My name is Tomonori Fukui, and he is the digital card game producer. Thank you so much for joining us today. ありがとうございます。
Thank you. カイルさんお願いします。
はい、バンダイカード事業部、カイルと申します。よろしくお願いします。Hi everyone, I'm Kyle from the Digimon card game team here at Bandai. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. よろしくお願いします。
Nice to meet you.
さあ、福井さん、カイルさん、今回このね、デジモンカード日米対抗戦、どういうところが見どころなのか、あと簡単な説明していただけたら嬉しいなと思うのですが、はい。So, 福井さん、Kyle さん、if you can explain what to really take a look at, and if you can explain a little more about the card game. じゃあまずは福井さんからお願いします。福井さん、please。
日本と海外をつなぐですね、オンラインシステムを使用しまして、夢の対戦といいますか、リアルなカードゲームをオンライン上で、楽しめるような内容となっております。さまざまですね、デジモンが登場しますので、デジモンカードゲームまだやったことない方もですね、楽しめる内容にはなっているかなというふうに思っております。名前が分からなかったりとか、気になるデジモンがいればデジモン図鑑の方で、見ていただければなと思います。はい。
デジモン図鑑間違いないですもんね。ありがとうございます。じゃあお次カイルさんお願いします。Kyle?
Yeah, so we have the Digimon Online Simulator planned for this battle, and there's going to be tons of Digimon coming out in this match. So if you don't know any of them, check them out on the Digimon Encyclopedia, and it'll be a great match between some amazing players from the US and Japan.
Thank you very much.
Really exciting.
それじゃあ福井さん行きましょうか。
はい。
はい。
またそれぞれのバトルのコーナーの最後にですね、デジモンのピックアップコーナー等もありますので、デジモンカードゲーム知らない方も知ってる方もですね、ぜひ楽しんでいただければなというふうに思います。はい、デジモンカードゲーム日米親善バトル前半戦ご覧ください。
All right, everyone, let's get ready for the first match. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
いざ5人っていう大勢の中から選ばれるってなるとやっぱり背負うものというのを勝手に感じているところあったんですけど、
たくさんの方の中から選んでいただいてますんで、代表っていうことでやっぱちょっと自信持ってプレーできるように頑張りたいです。
女性プレイヤーって多い方ではないかなっていうふうには思うんですけれど、活躍もできるよっていうことを伝えて、
せっかくやるんでコミュニケーション取りたいですよね。グッドゲームって大きな声でやっていきたいです。
海外の人と対戦できるっていうのが本当に楽しみっていうのが今率直な気持ちですね。はい。
I do believe that we have some of the top Digimon players out there in the world. So, like I said, I'm excited, but I think we're going to come up on top today.
My play is to take my opponent down with one fell swoop. I want to take them down in one hit.
さあ始まりました。
はい。このヘクセがキーにここで移動。
うわ強い。
アトミックブラスター。
アトミックブラスター強すぎる。東さんちょっと悔しそう。
さあさらにアタック。
何がめくれる。
セキュリティが強い。ただこれは出てきますよ。この地獄で出てきますよ。
ここで出ても遅い。これがデジモンカードゲームよ。楽しいね。
厳しい。考える。
どうしよう。悩むなこれ。
デジモン世代っていうのをすごい熱くその表現できたらな。
さあここからのデジモンコンはデジモンカードバトルのパートでございます、MC の芸人でありますハライチの岩井でございます。よろしくお願いします。そして
グラビアアイドルの青山ひかるです。よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。グラビアアイドルっていうのがね海外だとないらしいですね。
そうなんですよ、よくだから海外でロケ行くときに何しに来たのって言われて、グラビアアイドルって言うとはって言われて
全く意味がわからないということで伝えるとしたら何て言うんですか？
モデルって言います
モデルの青山さんでございます、さあ今回デジカパートではですね、特別企画デジカ日米親善バトルということでございまして、まさかの日本人プレイヤーとアメリカ人プレイヤーがバトルを行うということなんですけども、必要するプレイヤーなんですけれども、日本は事前に募集をして実力を加味した上で選出したプレイヤー5名でございます。
すごいすごい。
そしてアメリカなんですけれども海外の大会で上位成績を収めたプレイヤー5名ということでございまして、国を背負った代表戦みたいな感じですけれども、
すごいですね、日本代表ってことですよね。
そうですよ。
デジカファミリーは選ばれなかったけど、
まあ我々のね番組に出ている出演者は誰も入ってないということで、さあそしてこの親善バトルはバーチャルでデジカをプレイできるリモート対戦機能を使って行いますので、まあ言葉違うんですけどもね、
そうですね、本当に違います。
デジカの用語とかはね、同じだったりする。
まあそうですね、セキュリティとかそうですね、
そう
アタックとか、
そうそうそう、コミュニケーションは取れるのかもしれないですね。
いいですね、それは楽しそうですね。
さあそしてバトルの実況はですね、この番組ではおなじみのファンデジカの秀吉さんと芸人のもしもしマグロが担当いたします、ちなみに海外で公開されているバージョンではアメリカの方が実況して盤面のカードも英語版になるそうなので、海外の視聴者の皆さんも安心して見れるということですね。
いいですね、
日米親善バトル第1試合、日本代表1人目はアズマロー。
なかなかこういう場に呼ばれることもなく、まあ来たこともこれが初めてなのですごい緊張はしてるんですけど、海外の人とその交流対戦できるっていうのが本当に楽しみっていうのが今率直な気持ちですね。結構そのチームメイトが海外の情報を調べてきてくれて、どういうデッキ分布だよみたいなコントロール系、結構除去カードが多かったりだとかっていうのが多くて、そこをどうやってうまくかわすかみたいな、カードで戦うというよりはちょっと自分のプレイングで頑張んないとなっていうのは今思ってますね。
対するアメリカ代表1人目は
Yeah, I'm pretty confident in my deck. I think I've been using this style deck for a little while now. I've used it in a regional before in some bigger tournaments, so I feel pretty comfortable with the deck. I guess I describe my play style as just trying to understand what my opponent's deck does and what my outs are to it. If I have to obviously put multiple Digimon on the board, if I have to raise or I have to build my Digimon in my raising area and then promote the big stack level 6. It's really just trying to understand both decks.
All right, it is time to get into our first showdown here and take a look at the deck list of both players.
Yeah, guys, so what's going on? It's East joined again by Different Fight. So keep in mind that because there's some discrepancies between the English and the Japanese format as far as sets are concerned, the middle road today is going to be the BT6 double diamond set. So teams can be using cards up to that set there.
Exactly, and so we see here the first deck list is going to be Jesmon. This is one of my personal favorites. Very powerful engine with the Huckmons, being able to just accelerate through your deck, find the different Huckmon forms as well as the Sistermons to actually play to the win condition of Jesmon to just build a huge tower and be able to overwhelm your opponent with all the defensive options. The memory gain, etc. is so strong. But of course, on the opposing side here, we have Azumaro's Nidhoggmon list.
Yeah, so this deck is a bit more Digiburst focused. You can see the Lilamons, the Nidhoggmons, which is like the big wipe for green here, being able to control out the board. Additionally, he's got the Ancient Troyamons, which make it really, really tough for your opponents to get any momentum every single turn, being able to, you know, just basically stop Digimon in their tracks. And yeah, to finish out the game, he's got a couple of the Arbormons that we see that can Digivolve off of Tamers, as well as that level 7 Chaosmon, who could be, I think, a problem, especially once you get over some of those larger Digimon on your opponent's side of the board.
Absolutely, and of course the Grand Coagumon synergy with a lot of the Digiburst cards in this deck is also, you know, a way to secure lethal. But enough talking, let's get into the first match here and see the two players duke it out. Alright everyone, it is time for the first match in the Digimon card game US versus Japan friendship match between Azumaro and Dan Vang. So it's time to see these players duke it out here in a pretty nice and welcoming atmosphere here as well, right?
Yeah, so just a heads up to the folks watching at home, this is using the Digimon card game simulator that Bandai's put together. Keep in mind, we are using the judges look, or the judges point of view, which means we can see all of the cards on the field. However, the players cannot see their opponent's hands, so just keep that in mind. Meanwhile, it looks like on Azumaro's side, he's going to be going first, getting up to that Vegemon pretty quickly there.
Yeah, but passing on just one memory is always going to be very important. You know, that's why a lot of these decks run the cheap one-cost evolves. On top of that, you know, I think green in particular, you know, when you prepare for a major event in the BD6 meta, you know, you're expecting a lot of bonds, you're expecting Jesmon, you're expecting security control, but green in general, I feel like has definitely not been as anticipated, I would say, as other decks. So this might just be a bit of an issue for Dan Vang. Like, how prepared is he to actually face this matchup? And in particular for Jesmon, you know, it's pretty easy to field wipe with the Nidhoggmon, of course, because of how, you know, Jesmon plays with the Sistermon, right?
Yeah, so we see Dan Vang there get to the Bao Huckmon in his first turn. I mean, he has all the pieces in hand. I can see the Savior Huckmon, I can see the Jesmon, and he's got the Delicate Plan as well. So I'm really afraid for Azumaro here.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, but Azumaro still just denying the memory, just keeps passing on one, and that's honestly the best thing he can do right now, is just basically try to give yourself a lead in just stripping your opponent's resources. But we see the Huckmon come down here, and this is going to be an important search, because of course you can hit various important targets here. Ooh, we see a Jesmon and Savior Huckmon. That's what we want to see, that's what we want to see. Perfect.
Yep. Gonna get the Jesmon and the Savior Huckmon there. The rest gonna go to the bottom of the deck. So it's important to note that Azumaro is keeping that Vegemon in the raising area, because he does have that Nidhoggmon on the field, which means at a moment's notice he can bring that out if things get dire, use the Nidhoggmon Digiburst effect, and then just wipe his entire opponent's board in one fell swoop.
Yep.
So we're gonna see the attack here though from the Goblimon.
Ooh, tie checked. That's definitely a good sight for Dan. You know, immediately get yourself the memory tamer. You know, your opponent's been denying you, putting you to one every single turn. None of that anymore.
Yeah, tie, especially with the Jesmon out of raising, has the 4 cards in its Digivolution sources, which means it's gonna get that +1 if he can get to the Jesmon. Meanwhile, looks like Azumaro's gonna go wide here. Goblimon plus the Tentomon Searcher.
Okay, let's see what he finds off of the Tentomon here. Okay, that's gonna add another Goblimon, so he's basically, I think, found almost every single copy in his deck of these Goblimons.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he's got a pretty wide board. Hopefully they can get through quite a bit of Dan's security. But man, look at Dan's hand. He's got so many options. Got the Sistermon there, but he's gonna go for the attack here.
Let's security check coming through. Only 2000 DP, so it's easy to check. And there we go. The Weedmon will be taking it out. So of course, a good bet, good gamble on Danbang's side, and you do need to get through a bit of the security in the early game with Jesmon, especially now that you have the Savior. And ooh, Atomic Blaster here is huge and wiping out the majority of this board. That is an excellent play there. It's going to take out every single Digimon and just leave the one in the raising, and that's a huge tempo swing for Dan.
Yeah, Azumaro really hedged his bets or put everything on the table there and really just tried to get a wide board before the Jesmon could come out, and the Atomic Blast was the perfect counter.
Absolutely. All right, Mimi is good. That's definitely a card you want to see. Going into the Blossomon, of course, we do have the Digisorption effect here that will not be coming into play, and he is setting up for the Nidhogg for next turn potentially, maybe inviting Dan to start swinging in with his Jesmon and see if he can start making that aggression. The only thing with the Jesmon stack here is, of course, there is no Greymon in it, so you don't get to check 2 security every single time, but Jesmon is going to come down here, and it's time to generate a bunch of resources and extra cards with those Sistermons.
Yeah, keep in mind he is likely going to get that Tie Tamer effect though, so you can look forward to some extra security checks in a moment. And with the Sistermon there, plus 2,000 and the free memory, Sistermon Noir, so good.
Yes, absolutely. There we go. Savior Hugmon's ability is going to come in here to reactivate it for another attack. 15,000 DP coming in. There isn't much that can check it. Ooh, not even the Ancient Troymon is not going to be enough. Let's see that second check coming through. The Mimi comes down. That's actually pretty good for Azumaro.
Yeah, Mimi's great. Once he has that Blossomon out of raising, he can basically hatch another egg within the same turn, which is super nice, as well as promote it. But looks like Dan, he's going to finish his turn by just playing out the second Huckmon, get the Searcher out there. Hopefully start building up for that second Jesmon.
Yeah, you definitely want to hit some of the good targets here. All right. Well, he does get double targets from the top 5. That's a good one. Although you have to keep in mind, the Omnimon going to the bottom here. That is a card you're not going to see for quite a while now, depending on how many are left in his deck here. Of course, if there's not in the security on top of that.
Yeah, taking a look at Danbang's deck list here, I think he only has one copy of the Omnimon, so that surprise swing to maybe finish the game is not going to be happening anytime soon.
That's right. Azumaro really thinking about it. He is going to promote here, pushing out the stack from the raising area, and I think Danbang is also very much aware of what's coming down here. Mimi's effect, of course, allows you to hatch another Digi-Egg.
Yep, gonna rest Mimi, hatch another egg here. Just maybe get a little bit of extra card draw before you go into that Nidhogg play in case you find something that might be better. Always draw to your outright.
Exactly. We like drawing first. Palmon gonna be gone into as well. Does Azumaro commit here? I think it might be as good a time as any, just because you actually have really good targets at this point, right?
Totally okay.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the Sistermon on board, you've got the extra Huckmon down there, and if he doesn't do something this turn, then that board could potentially finish the game next turn. So, yeah, we are going to see the Nidhoggmon come down. I expect to see the Digiburst on Digivolution. Yeah, there it is. And that's going to get rid of most of the board.
Yep, so of course it does get rid of, the Sistermon and the Huckmon, but, the big problem on this board, the Jesmon himself is going to stick around. And I think I really want to talk about, Danbang's ability is kind of like to play super carefully around the Nidhogg, because he only swung once with the Jesmon. He also immediately went for the Huckmon after that to make sure he actually finds Sistermons for next turn to rebuild this board after Azumaro committed so much in order to clear out just those 2 Digimon.
Yeah, we see the Lullaman here come back to Azumaru's hand. Unfortunately, not going to be super useful right now. And looking at Danbang's hand, man, he's got all the resources he needs to still close this out.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that's kind of missing is, of course, the Omnimon that could finish things with the Blitz. But at this point, you can basically swing with this Jesmon. It has the extra security attack from the tie, and then you just attack with it again through the Savior Huckmon's ability, and that might just be game.
I
Let's see the security, very important here.
Let's see, what's it gonna be?
Jesmon is swinging for
There's the restand, of course.
2 security checks.
Also, he does get the card draw off of the Sistermon block there. Don't forget that.
2 security checks.
That is true. All right, here comes the important security attack that will determine everything. Can it break 15,000? No, 6,000 is not going to be enough. The second one coming through here. We have the animation as well. 3,000 is not going to cut it either. And with that, we have another Jesmon attack, and Dan Vang can attack for game here and score 1 point for the American team here against the Japanese representative, Azumaro.
Thank you. So strong. It was a tough game for my opponent. I instantly saw green and I was like, ooh, I have to be careful and play around the Nidhoggmon, because if I didn't stay in my raising area longer and I promoted too early, he would have used Nidhoggmon and sent my whole board to the bottom. So I had to play a little slower and raise in here and then try to find my pieces. Luckily, my Huckmon was able to find the pieces I needed, so I could go up my line to Jesmon.
手札的にはちょっと僕も最初は悪くなかったんですけど、セキュリティチェック1枚目の、対値が非常にちょっと自分の中のゲームプランが崩れる1枚で、ほぼ最速に近い形で GS モンが作られてしまって厳しかったですね。これは相手が非常に強い運も持っていたし、手札も持っていたなというような感じがします。はい。
ということで初戦はアメリカ代表が勝利。その実力を見せつけた。そしてここで日米親善バトルミニコーナー企画デジモンレポート。バトルで活躍したデジモンの細かい設定や意外な素顔を秀吉がご紹介。知ればあなたはデジモンがもっと好きになるかも。今回紹介するデジモンは、
さあマグロさん、ここで、先ほどの試合で活躍したデジモンたちちょっとご紹介したいなと思うんですけども、まずハックモン、師匠であるガンクーモンっていうデジモンがいるんですが、その師匠からの過酷な試練を乗り越えつつ夢であるロイヤルナイツに入ることを目指しているという前向きなデジモンになってます。
そういうドラマ性のある
んですよ。
なんか勇気を与えてくれるデジモンですね。
努力してるんですよ。
で最終的に GS モンになっていくってことです。
そうですそうですそうです。
それを分かった上で JS モンデッキはやっぱ扱わないとダメですね。そうです。みんななんか簡単にポンポンポンポン JS モンに進化させてみたいな。もっと苦労して進化させた方がいいですね。
バックボーンあるんですちゃんと。
そうなんだ。なんかもっとそれ知るの大事かもしれないですね。
そうなんですよ。
カードだと思ってます俺たち。デジモンでした。はい。
一体ありますよ。
あ、そうなんですね。
はい、まだありますよ。あとニーズヘックモン。これもちょっとキーカードだったと思うんですけど。
東さんのデッキ入ってましたね。
このニーズヘックモンは体内でものすごい大きなエネルギーを取り込んで、常に熱暴走状態にある巨大デジモンなんですよ。
熱暴走状態。
羽から放たれる光っていうのが熱暴走レベル。これを表して、で危険レベルに近づくほどどんどん色が変わっていって赤くなっていくんですね。
赤くなればなるほど危険だぞと。
そうです。
熱暴走レベル高いぞ。
で最終的にどうなるかっていうと、このニーズヘックモンが通った後には何も残らない。
それ聞いたらニーズヘックモンあの効果であんだけ強いのめっちゃ納得できるな。
やばくないですか再現度。
結構その原作の、なんだ状況とか、そういうの効果に反映されてるんですねやっぱちゃんとしっかり。
それがうまいとこなんですよねデジカは。
そんな2枚が入ってた1試合目だったんですね。
はい。
日米親善バトル第2試合。日本代表2人目は
もうやはりデジモンって世界のコンテンツ、ワールドコンテンツだと思うんで、だからこそできる、イベントというか交流というか、そういったところを楽しみながら、実際に勝つってところまでやっていきたいなと思ってます。せっかくやるんでコミュニケーション取りたいですよね。グッドゲームって大きな声でやっていきたいです。
対するアメリカ代表2人目はマレク。
I'm actually really excited to be able to showcase
my own gameplay against the Japanese best players today. I think that it's going to be a pretty exciting match overall, and I'm just really excited for my opponents and to see how they're going to be playing.
And it is time for our second match here. This is going to be between Gu and Marek. So of course, they're both bringing some very interesting deck lists, and of course, decks that you would not always expect to see as the most common decks in tournaments of the BT6 format. But definitely, both lists are quite capable and quite scary in the competitive format. So starting off, we have Gu's Hexa Blaumon list, which of course, this deck is so scary to go up against if you don't have the right ways to counteract it. Hexa Blaumon, of course, just the ability to freeze up your opponent's boards, no attacking, no blocking, and it comes in with jamming. But what's even better is the Majiramon, of course, which is, I'm pretty sure, one of the only level 5 in this entire, almost the only level 5 in this entire deck that allows you to unsuspend the Hexa Blaumon and use its on-attack abilities again. And then we have Marek in here with his Alphamon list.
Yeah, this deck, the black deck here, is very counter heavy. We've got the Nani Mons, we've got the Security Mons, check the security. Shade Mons have the security effect, and then even some of the options he's got there, the Iron Fisted Onslaught, the Ultimate Flare, and then of course the star of the deck, Alphamon, makes this a very scary deck to go up against, trying to take out the security at all.
Yeah, this is going to be really scary for both players because one deck doesn't let you really attack while the other one punishes you for attacking. So let's see how it's going to go down.
Alright, so like we said before, we're going to have Mr. Gu's blue Hexablown deck going up against his opponent Marek with that counter black deck. Who do you got your Digidollars on here? Different fight?
Oh, I don't know, man. Like, this matchup, it's really difficult for both players, I want to say, because, if you're Gu, you feel pretty good about Hexablow because it freezes your opponent in their tracks, doesn't let them block or attack, especially if they overcommit. But you have to keep in mind that Marek has, the kind of hidden strength of the surprise of the security, because his whole deck is kind of built around that, those super powerful security effects. And especially, Alphamon, I think, is quite literally very representative of what this whole deck is about. So I don't know, I think it's really going to depend on who makes those early pokes and who can get away with it as well. Like, who can commit to the board and take out the security, before Gu's Hexablow actually starts freezing things up. And on Gu's side, like, how much of his progress is going to get stopped by the things in Marek's security.
Yeah, I expect both players here to really just be fighting for, the tempo on board. And we're going to see both these guys, just slowly trying to build up one stack as fast as possible to get to, the start of their show, whether it's Hexablaumon on Gu's side or the Alphamon on Marek's side. And again, if you're Gu, trying to check into any security, could be a game changer. So he's got to be really careful on how he plays this.
Oh, but looks like he is going to actually promote already from the raising area, playing down the Luckymon, passing on just one, making use of the, just giving as little memory as possible. We're seeing this to be a trend, between all the players, and that's one of the great things about this matchup is that we really get to see, these different play styles between the American players and the Japanese players. These two kind of, almost like schools of thought when it comes to the Digimon TCG and how they approach the game itself. And it's pretty rare to get to see this kind of like international showdown, right?
Yeah, both these guys in normal cases would never even, come across each other in tournaments. So it's really cool to see both sides and how they think about the game and how it gets played out. I like this. I like the tamer down that went down on Marek's side there. Looks like, ooh, the Luckymon's gonna attack. Shademon is gonna be blocking on Marek's side.
Yeah, but he is actually gonna still commit here with the Shakomon. And of course, he ran the rookie in there to get blocked, but that was basically just bait in order to be able to trade in with the Shakomon. And we talked about earlier how the Majiramon is like the most important level 5, it's really like the bread and butter of this deck, but Shakomon out here showing that he also packs a punch.
Yeah, pretty powerful defensive card. Actually, it's been a while since I've seen this guy myself. If your opponent has a Digimon with no, all your opponent's Digimon have no sources, then they all get security attack -1, which basically renders any attack useless as a security check. unless your opponent's usually running red or something like that.
Drop a turn.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it might actually be pretty annoying because, of course, not only was it used to trade here, but on top of that, Shacomon's ability to reduce the security attack for Digimon without Digivolution sources is going to be pretty annoying. I mean, that's the whole point of the deck, right? Is to use Hexablow and use cards like Shacomon to stop your opponent from just playing the way they want to.
Yeah, so Merrick there, he got tricked. He got his Shademon taken out, but he's going to build up to another one. Hopefully, Goob drops down another Digimon so he can get that +2 memory off of the Tamer there. Speaking of, looks like we're going to see the Davis Tamer come down from Goo. What's on the draw here?
Oh, plenty of choices to make. So it looks like he is going to be taking the hybrid here. That's actually pretty big. I mean, hybrids are always a great way to try and steal games, is when that one security is missing to close it out. That might just be what you need to achieve your winning image.
Yeah, and if I remember, Goo has quite a few hybrids, but Tamers as well in his deck, right?
We'll play.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I saw he had quite a few of these guys.
Yeah, that's true. All right, but we're speaking of search effects, the Black Memory Blue is going to come down here, and he has a plethora of targets here. Ooh, that's a little bit tough because I think he already has an Alphamon in hand. So does he actually just choose to take a level 4 here? But no, he's going to choose to take another Alphamon, basically giving himself kind of like a backup plan in case, he now can commit to the first one next turn. And if things go wrong, he can always just back it up with another one later on.
Yeah, we talked about how important that raising area is going to be in this game. If you promote something, it immediately becomes at risk of having all its sources stripped and frozen from Hexablow. So just getting another one just in case is actually not a bad play. Speaking of source stripping, the Joe and Sora are going to come down on Goo's side, which is going to give him more source strip, as well as if there's Digimon with no sources, he gets +2 memory every single turn. Goo building up himself a veritable memory bank for the coming turns here.
Draw for evolution.
That is right. And speaking of Alphamon, Merrick is going to commit, but keeping it in the raising area here still for another turn.
3 pass turn.
Yeah, man, you see that Majiramon. I don't want to go out either, man. I'm staying indoors.
All right. Ooh, Hexablow pickup.
Yeah, so now he's got to choose. What does he value, the Azulongmon or the Hexablow here?
Looks like it's going to be the Hexablow. I mean, I think the Azulong you can definitely hold on to for later stages of the game where you can really just swing the tempo off of one Azulong play. But he's actually, oh my god, he's committing all the way to the Omnimon X antibody here. That is a huge investment.
Yeah, I mean, he's passing up 6 memory. Though he isn't pulling out a second Digimon, I mean, he probably could have, and it would have been the same result, right? He could have had an extra security swing, but he does want to go for the Omnimon Antibody X this turn, so that next turn it can swing, get rid of Digimon, and start stopping attacks from Merrick's side.
Chukurimon for 3.
Yep, exactly. And it's definitely going to be quite tricky for Merrick to navigate here. And he's going to just basically try to build up whatever he can, set up some blockers, make sure everything has sources. If there's no Digivolution cards, that's just letting Goo run around with no limits. Swinging with the Alphamon too.
Yeah, so this Alphamon gonna swing into the security. He does have that effect that allows him to gain memory if he does live through the security attack. What is gonna be? Oh, it's Davis. Yeah, sure, I'll live. No problem.
All right, no issues. We get the memory back, and on top of that, I do believe he has Reboot in the Digivolution cards too. So that is also excellent on Merrick's side, but we're going to see the top 3 search here. Let's see. Ooh, probably Madoki Betamon here. I mean, you already have an Azulong, right?
Yeah. So just want to get some more level 3 so he can build up another Digimon. He does have a couple level 4s in his hand as well, so he can quickly get to that second Majiramon very quickly. And we're going to see the Rebellion come out from Merrick's side here.
Yeah, that's actually pretty big. It's another potential blocker with Retaliation, which is really important to keep in mind, right? Because Retaliation, no matter how powerful an Omnimon is, if you're going to carelessly swing in, then that's going to be goodbye to him as well.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna go wide here as Merrick. He plays Sun Lizamon here and then goes right into Shaymon for another blocker, as well as the Alphamon having blocker in its inheritance from the Megadramon. I mean, he's got a board of defense now.
Yup, exactly. This is just like what Marek basically wants to have, right? Even though his security has not been checked, he hasn't gotten any free plays or, free destruction effects off of any option cards. He's still been building up a good board, but of course, this Omnimon is ready to decimate a good portion of it. And the Howling Memory Boost going to be stripping away some of these Digivolution sources as well.
That's fine. You're going to get rid of the Rebellimon stuff here. Hexablamon, unfortunately not on the board, so these guys still can block. So it looks like he's going to get a bunch of these inheritance effects, get some memory back, and then play the Hammer Spark out. Okay. He wants to go to 3 for something. What is it, I wonder?
Let's see. Oh! Azulon coming down here. That is huge because he basically has to get rid of 1 Digivolution card from each of the opposing Digimon. And that leaves him with 2 that basically have nothing. So this Azulon is swinging for 3 security on its own, and he's gained the memory to stay on 0 too.
Oh, this is clean. Yeah, looks like he's going to get rid of the Alphamon there. And now he can go ahead, swing in, take out tons of security there, and potentially finish game up next turn.
Yeah, that's right. So strong. He gets the extra card draw from the Upamon too. We got to see what that first security check is going to be on Marek's side. It's very important here. 15,000 DP though. Ooh, that is not going to check it. Not quite there.
Yeah, Dark Tyrannomon, unfortunately no security effects, so that one's going to be a sigh of relief there for Goo. He does have some more attacks he can do this turn, so let's see what else is going to get through.
This is 3 security checks, man. I don't know, East is looking scary. Oh my god.
You said 3? Are you sure?
Iron Fisted Onslaught coming down and getting rid of that Omnimon. That is such a huge safety factor for Marek here. You can see both players are laughing it off though. Like, that's one of the wonders of this game is that, even like no matter how crazy situation looks, oh my god, coming down on top of that. Wow,
Marek's
look at Goo's reaction here.
Absolutely devastating. He gets rid of both of the level 6 plus the level 7 on Goo's side of the board, and he's basically reduced down to, the starting post again.
That is crazy. Like, that's one of the great things about this game is that, even when things look like it's all over, like, your opponent just got this unbeatable board, like you have no idea how you're going to get over it. You sometimes just have to leave it to your security to do the job, and especially in a build like Marek's, like he can definitely rely on the security to do quite a lot for him in terms of staying in the game.
Speaking of Marek here, he's going to be playing down another Black Memory Boost, going to grab him. Ooh, what is it going to be this time? Looks like the Nanimon?
I mean, looking at his hand, he has quite a few level 6s, so that's definitely not what he's looking for right now. He actually is missing rookies, so actually just gonna remain with a Digi-Egg in the raising area, which is quite unfortunate.
Yeah, trying to find those level 3s is kind of tough right now, but he does have quite a 2 level 4s and a level 5. 2 blockers on the board. Meganorimon being an infinite blocker is very powerful. He basically stops everything under level 3, or excuse me, under level 4 until they can Digivolve.
Yeah, he is really strong here, and like both players are just kind of like caught in this like weird stalemate almost, where it's like, Marek wants to start swinging, but he also needs to, stay careful against what Goo might commit, especially with how much memory he has. And we see the Hexablow in hand. There's another Omnimon there as well. Ooh, and of course, this is a familiar face for Marek. The Majiramon coming down here, which is very important in getting that unsuspend on anything that's on top of it.
Oh, goes back into Hexablow. Is he going to keep it as Hexablow, or is he going to Digivolve it again into the Antibody X?
Let's see it. Passing over. And this game, like, this is exactly what I was hoping to see. Both decks just really don't give any player much breathing room. Like they have to really tiptoe around each other's win conditions.
They absolutely do. I mean, dude, if you came to Digimon Con for the Digimon TCG, you definitely are having a great day right now. This is a match, you know, that you love to see get played out. The back and forth from both sides, showing off, you know, the strengths of black and blue. Looks like we're gonna go into another Alphamon here, though. Can this one survive, though, is the question.
Oh yeah. Alright, swinging in just the 11 unless this is the effect. But looks like he is just coming in here with the swing to security. What is going to be revealed? Ooh, just Modoki It is not something you have to be too worried about if you're Marek.
Yeah, it's gonna net him a little bit of security. Looks like not. I'll keep in mind that
Billy Martin.
Yeah.
Retail blocker till the end of the turn.
Now, if you're Goo here, what's the play? You've got to get rid of another Alphamon. You've got 2 more blockers.
I mean, at the same time, you know, he's got Hexablow sitting in the back there, right? And this Hexablow now has the on-attack effect active. And of course, this is able to swing in with jamming because he swings, and then he can trash the Digivolution cards from the opponent's Digimon, which then allows him to come in with the jamming and turn off the blocking abilities as well at the same time. And he still has the Omnimon up for grabs if necessary.
So looks like your Hexablow is going to run into the Alphamon. Going to Source Strip thanks to Joe and Sora and its own effect. A little bit of card draw at the same time. With 5 memory, man, he's got, you know, all the memory to work with this turn too.
There we go, the trade coming down, taking care of the Alphamon. And of course, would definitely become quite the annoying card to deal with if it's stuck around.
Yeah, now, what does he do? He used the Majiramon's effect here. He's going to get some more memory, though. Okay. Goes to 7 by spending the Howling Memory Boost, and he is going to go into another Antibody X.
You'll see it. It's exactly what he needs.
Yeah, all right, the Antibody X. You're going to swing for security this time.
All right,
His effect to get rid of the Mechanorimon.
There we go, but ooh, this is very important. So now that the Hexablow's effect is no longer live, he can actually block with the Rebellimon, and this does have Retaliate, so it's gonna take out the Omnimon. That's huge.
Oh no, slight miscalculation there by Gooey. Hit the wrong target. You don't mind taking out the Mechanorimon, but the Rebellimon might be a problem with the retaliation effect there. Oh man, and then back to square one again.
This is such a great game though. Like, it's so back and forth. It really, it's hard to say who's gonna win it, even at this stage. Like, we're so far into the game at this point.
Yeah, again, pretty even on both players' sides. Though, looks like it is gonna turn over here to Merrick. And the lone toy Agumon here comes out onto the board.
Do something, buddy. You gotta do something.
Yeah, we have to keep in mind that Merrick does still have that Omnimon Zwart in his hand, which could allow him to, you know, go wide if he can get to a level 6.
That is true. That is true. But at this point, like, what is left to do on this turn for Merrick? Like, he cannot use his memory boost because it's actually being blocked. So, ooh, he's going into the Water One Zaimon here in order to just, you know, have a level 5 on the board.
So I'd imagine who's going to keep this Modoki Betamon around just so he can stop the memory gain from the black memory boost. But that means he can't swing. So that means he's got to build up and raising. So I expect this to be a pretty low tempo turn from him. Keep in mind that is his last Digi-Egg there, the Whoopamon. So after this, everything has to just hit the board.
Alright, looks like Goo is just thinking about it. He's actually going to commit the swing with the Modoki Betamon in order to get rid of a Digivolution card on Merrick's side with the Sora and Joe. That's a good move, I think, as well. But again, you are playing into Merrick's hands here because, of course, there's plenty of annoying cards in that security. Ultimate Flare coming down just like that.
Modoki Betamon burned to a crisp there. Ultimate Flare, of course, de-digivolving 3 and then wiping your opponent's board of all their level 3s. And Modoki Betamon Go figure, it's a level 3. But, oh, we're gonna get to see the Lobomon come out here.
Okay, so that's pretty big. Does get an extra swing here as well. Is he proccing the blue memory boost? Yeah, he is.
All right, so he gets the extra swing here. Can it survive though? What's in security?
5,000 DP. Oh, it's not.
Doesn't survive, but it doesn't have, you know, a security.
Wait, there's another one in hand. There's another one in hand, so that's gonna be it.
Is that it?
He's got the other one to swing for lethal, and just like that, Goo is gonna take it.
Nice, good job.
いやー、僕のオムニモンが2体死んじゃいましたよ。
Killing two Omnimon.
オムニモン。
was pretty good feeling.
オプションの部分、例えば今ちょっと見えたアルティメットフレアとか、日本は結構攻め攻めみたいなスタイルが多いんですけど、海外の方、米国の方は1試合を通してちゃんとコントロール、試合をメイキングしていくっていうスタイルが多いかなと思ってます。
What was the cause? I think it was the Betamon.
No, Betamon. Oh, nice Betamon.
Betamon was the cause. So I probably could have stalled it out a little bit more if Betamon wasn't there.
ミニコーナー企画デジモンレポート。今回紹介するデジモンは
マイクさんが使っていたアルファモン。
アルファモンは人気ってのは知ってるよ、私も。さすがに。
改めてご説明いいですか？
お願いします。
これ聖騎士のロイヤルナイツの一体となってまして、
メンバーなんだ。
で聖騎士ではあるんですけども、聖騎士への抑止力的な存在だと言われてるんですね。
監査役みたいなことですか？
そうです、そうです。組織内で重要なポジションですよね、それ。通常は姿を現すことはないんですよ。
隠れてるんだ。
で、青いマントを翻すここの因子、隠れてるから。
なるほどね。
重要な時だけ現れるデジモンなので、その席って空白の席と呼ばれるところに位置するロイヤルナイツの一員になってるんですね。
あ、そうなんだ。
そしてグーさんが使っていたもどきベタモン。ちょっと改めてやっぱり
アルファモンの次にもどきベタモン紹介するの。ベタモンに似てるなぐらいのイメージですけど、
はい、こちらなんですけども、ベタモンと同じく両セル型のデジモンになってて、
水の中でも陸でもですね。
でマグロさんおっしゃったようにベタモンとすごい似てるんですね。
一緒ですよ、見た目。
ただ非常に個数的に数が少ない希少種らしいんですよ、これ。位置づけが
そっちなんだ。
レア。
なんかもどきベタモンがたくさんいて、なんか真なるベタモンがなんか少しみたいなイメージでした。
違います。
あ、そうなんだ。
もどきの方が希少価値高いんですよ。
だからあんなに俺たち騒いでんだ。もどきベタモンだ、もどきベタモンだ。合ってたんですね。あ、そうなんだ。これからもよろしくね、もどきベタモン。
見守っていきますよ。
まだまだ続く日米親善バトル。1勝1敗の引き分けで後半戦に突入。果たして勝つのは日本代表かアメリカ代表か、どっちだ。
いや、盛り上がりましたね。
はい、面白かったですね、やっぱり。
素晴らしい。日本がね、初戦黒星スタートということで。
はい、でもやっぱり強いですね。ハックモン出して、GS もやって、いい戦いを見ました。で、しかもあずまろさん意外とこう英語が達者で、
確かにコミュニケーション取りながらね。
はい、私なら絶対無理だなと思いながら見てました。
2試合目はグーさんとマレクさんでございましたけれども、こちら日本が勝って1勝1敗ということで。
よかったですね。本当にいい勝負ですね。こういうの。
さあ後半戦どうなるんでしょうか。日米親善バトルはまだまだ続きますが、ここで一旦デジモン新商品のご紹介でございます。デジカプロデューサーの福井さん、お願いします。
盛り上がりましたね。It was on fire! ここまではデジモンカードゲーム前半戦の模様をお送りしました。
We hope you enjoyed the first half of the Digimon card game US-Japan friendship match.
はい、どちらも白熱した素晴らしい試合運びでしたね。
Yeah, it was so close. You know, I mean, Dan Van is a legend, but Mr. Goo had some really good plays. 本当に両方とも目が離せない試合でしたね。
間違いないですね。Very nice. さて、ここで新商品のご紹介とのことですが、 福井さんの方から何か新情報があるって聞いちゃったんですけど。
So I'm getting word that Fukui-san has some really exciting news regarding some products. Is that right, Fukui-san?
はい、それでは本日3つ情報を持ってきております。3つも。
Today we have 3 exciting announcements for you.
まずはこちらでございます。はい。こちらのデジモンコン開催を記念しまして、デジモンコンメインビジュアルを使用したデジカスリーブ60枚セットを配布いたします。素敵。
To commemorate the first ever Digimon Con, we'll be distributing a special set of 60 sleeves featuring the Digimon Con key art.
Nice.
日本での配布予定に関しましては2つありまして、明日2月28日月曜日より実施予定しておりますデジモンカードゲームユーザー調査にご協力いただいた方の中から抽選で3000名様、そして3月開催予定のバンドビ広場にてデジモンカードゲームの対戦をしていただいた方の中から抽選で1000名様というふうに考えておりまして、合計4000名様へ抽選でプレゼントする予定となっております。詳細は明日以降ですね、デジカの公式ホームページ、Twitter での発信を予定しております。
For the English version, we'll first distribute these sleeves to participants of Digimon Card Game Fest events around the world. We'll also distribute these sleeves at upcoming official events, so look out for more details.
Exciting.
Sounds nice.
続きましてこちらですね、先ほどの日米親善バトルのキービジュアルとしても使用しております、こちらのデザインを用いましたテーマグッズセット4の受注を開始いたします。ラバー製のプレイマット1枚とハードスリーブ60枚がセットになっておりまして、税込み4180円となっております。本日ですね、15時2月27日15時よりプレミアムバンダイにて受注開始いたします。
The Tamer Set Volume 4 will also be sold outside of Japan. For the US, this product will be available for pre-order on Premium Bandai USA starting today. For other regions, this product will be available at participating hobby stores. For more details, check out our official Facebook page.
そして最後になりますが、2月4日から2月20日の期間で開催しておりましたサプライグッズデザインテーマ投票の結果をこの場で発表したいと思います。
Finally, let's announce the results of the product character theme poll held on our official website from February 4th through 20th.
Okay.
投票で選ばれたデジモンはこちらです。
おお、すごい。
エンジェモンとレディーデビモンとなっております。
すごいこれは。
皆さんたくさんの投票ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
今後こちらのデジモンたちをテーマにした商品を検討いたしましてプレミアムバンダイで発売していきたいと思っておりますので楽しみにお待ちいただければと思います。
Thank you everyone for voting. These Digimon will be featured in an upcoming product release. Look forward to more information coming soon.
Very cool.
はい、デジモンカードゲームの情報パート、私の方からは以上なんですけれども、英語版からはもう一つ何かあるようで。
What's that, Kyle?
We have some more announcements only for the English language version. First, check out this video.
Nice, very exciting, very exciting. 上がるね。
上がりますね。
The 2021 English version World Championship Finals will be held this March. The top 2 players from the North America, Latin America, Europe, and Oceania Final Championships will battle it out to determine the world champion. Stay tuned to our official Facebook page for more information on this exciting event.
英語版では、いよいよチャンピオンシップが最終決戦というところで、ぜひ皆様ご注目いただければと思います。そしてデジモンカードゲームなんですけれども、ティーチングのアプリが、iPhone と Android の方で遊べるようになっております。まだデジモンカードゲームやったことないよという方は、ぜひですね、こちらを機に楽しんでいただければと思います。
And if you watched the Digimon card battle and you enjoyed and you want to learn how to play, check out the tutorial application on the iOS and Android stores available in participating regions.
一部地域では配信してないこともありますので、ご注意ください。
はい、それじゃあ福井さん、カエルさんありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
はい、さてこの後は Digimon Illustration Competition 一次審査結果発表&審査員メッセージです。
Thank you very much, Fukui-san and Kyle-san. Let's start the next program, the Digimon Illustration Competition. Our first screening results are in, and we also have a very special message from the judging panel.
福井さん、このイラストコンペティションで入賞した作品はなんとカード化されると聞いてるんです。
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Fukui-san, I just heard this, but so the winner of this illustration competition gets this huge prize, and wait, am I hearing this right? Their artwork will become a Digimon card. Is that right? 本当ですか？
その予定です。
Okay, wow, now I'm really getting excited for the announcement. Are you guys ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's take a look.
はい、ありがとうございました。以上、デジモンアニメコーナーでした。いや、楽しかったですね。
楽しかったですね。
ところで皆さん、デジモン公式ファンコミュニティサイトデジモンパートナーズをご存知ですか？世界中のデジモンファンとつながれるコミュニティですので、この機会にチェックしてぜひぜひ参加してみてください。
So how did you like the Digimon anime discussion? I certainly learned a lot. And speaking of learning, did you know about Digimon Partners, the official Digimon fan community website? If you didn't until today, well, you've been missing out. So check out the website that you see on the screen now.
さあ、ここからいよいよデジモンカードゲーム日米親善バトル後半戦をお送りしたいと思います。
Alright, you guys ready for the second half of the Digimon card game US-Japan friendship match?
はい、前半戦に引き続き福井プロデューサーとカエルさんにも再びお越しいただいております。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
なので後半戦の見どころをぜひ伺いしたいと思います。
So continuing from the first half, Fukui-san and Kyle-san have joined us on stage, so let's ask them what to look out for in the second half of this.
はい、それではまずじゃあ福井さんお願いします。
はい。前半戦1対1で折り返しているというところでして、後半も非常に熱いバトル、はい、参戦ありますので、お見逃しなくというか必ず見てくださいというところですかね。
はい、ありがとうございます。カエルさん。
Yeah, we saw some great matches, some heated matches in the first part. We're happy to have everyone participate, see this high-level play, and there's going to be some even hotter matches coming up, so don't miss out.
はい、それでは始めたいと思います。福井さんお願いします。
それではどうぞご覧ください。デジモンカードゲーム日米親善バトル後半戦です。
Let's start.
デジカ日米親善バトル後半戦。現在2試合を終えて1勝1敗。続く第3試合。日本代表3人目はカリン
ク。いざ5人っていう大勢の中から選ばれるってなると、すごくやっぱり背負うものというのを勝手に感じているところだったんですけど、デジモン世代っていうのをすごいなんか熱くその表現できたらなと思って、まさに昔からその当時から好きだったガブモンのデッキを今日使えるんで、相棒と思って今日はバトル臨みたいと思います。
対するアメリカ代表3人目はマンノンアンリミテッド。
My play style is calculated aggression, and knowing what my opponent has in their deck statistically, and I try to push them to the limit. I want to keep my opponent on their back feet the entire game so that I always have the advantage. My play is to take my opponent down with one fell swoop. I want to take them down in one hit.
All right, let's get into our third match here. We're going to have Hika Link going up against Manon Unlimited. One of these guys going to be running Gabumon Blue. The other one going to be running Jesmon Red, a deck we have seen today. Let's take a look at what those decks look like.
All All right, so this is Manon's Jesmon build. Of course, a deck that is super powerful, having the Huckmon package and of course the sister mons that can bring you so much advantage in general. But it does play, the Gallantmon there as a tech, but we see here on Hikalink's side running the Gabu Bond. East, tell us about this.
Yeah, so Gabu Bond is so strong, so fast. They get to the Gabu Bond, Bond of Friendship, and they can swing potentially for 3, maybe 4 security sometimes. And the nice addition of the Puppet Mon to stall out for an extra turn and potentially take the W is a nice tech by Hikalink.
Yes, I'm really a big fan of this. And also, the Kendo Garurumon here as well is a really nice way to fight the mirror match if it does come up. So I think Hikalink has done a lot of really good preparation going into this event and fully teched out his list and embracing the Rookie Rush side of things. Let's go into this third match here. This is going to be very exciting between Hikalink and Manon Unlimited. So it's going to be a pretty wild match because both decks are so fast in what they want to do to bring into their WinCon, right? If you're playing Gabumon, you're trying to just kind of like develop your board full of Gabumons, like go through your deck while disrupting your opponent's plays as well. And people like to talk about the Gabumon list as, there's many different ways to approach it. And one of the prominent ways is, of course, this Rookie Rush variant. And it looks like, Hikalink, he's embraced the Rookie Rush side of things so much that he's even playing, the Puppet Mon, as we talked about earlier, which is commonly seen as that kind of like very signature Rookie Rush kind of play.
Yeah, I mean, he had a great opening turn there as well. Got to the Gabumon, got the Mat Tamer out, which is so important for getting your Gabumon. He's got a Gabumon in hand as well. And so now all the pressure here is on Manon to make something happen as soon as possible.
Yes, and we're definitely missing a particular card. I'm not seeing the Savior Huckmon here.
Uh-oh, yeah, or the, where's Jesmon? Hold on. Well, there's Sistermon to help draw out some cards, maybe. Also, for the folks watching at home, this is the US-Japan friendship match, but I think I'm the only person keeping score, and it's 1-1 right now. So this is an important match for both the US and the Japan side to go up.
Yeah, like which side is actually going to kind of like take the tides here in this matchup to show, which side of the world is the strongest here in Digimon cards at the same time. So of course here, modding up the Gabumon gets the extra memory plus the card draw. Very vital in finding your pieces, and another Bond of Friendship.
He does have to make a decision. He's gonna decide to Digivolve here.
Okay.
So that's not gonna be a target for. Yeah, man, he's gotta find. He's gotta find more rookies, man. He's only got the 1 in hand and just a ton of level 4s and level 7s.
Yep, that is absolutely true. The one thing is, when you're playing this particular deck is also the timing at which you commit is very, very vital. But he's going to check the security here, going to run into a Sistermon, which actually isn't bad for Manon either, because having a Sistermon in your trash also means that, if you proc a Judgment of the Blade in security, that also means that you can immediately bring out the Sistermon, get yourself an extra card draw. Or if it's the Sistermon CL, that also gives you an extra memory. And if your opponent has been a little bit greedy and sitting on 0, that basically just passes the turn right there and then and there.
Yeah, you're right. You've got to keep in mind just the option cards there being able to give you that immediate Sistermon plus some blockers. Looks like he's gonna play the Noir though. Wants to buff up that Bao Huckmon there.
Yep, and it can get pretty huge at the same time, just by being just a level 4.
Man, Hikalink's board right now just gives me flashbacks to 1.5, where Rookie Rush was, the king in town.
Absolutely, absolutely. Seeing blue and green like that, and the Leomon that he plays is essentially just there to be like a cheap. It's a 2-drop with 5k DP. For level 3, that's really good because also, if you're playing in this format where there is, a bunch of, Gabumons and Agumons that, generally speaking, their decks are all level 3s, level 4s, and level 7s. And then, majority of that security stack is pretty safe when you're swinging in with 5k or more, right?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So it looks like the Sword Strip here. It's gonna get rid of the Demi-Meramon there effect. He's gonna swing though. Does Manon commit one of the Sistermon? No, he's gonna let it go through security. What's it gonna be? Ooh, Angumon, not big enough, buddy.
Yeah, unfortunately, a rookie that I'm sure he's gonna miss going forward. But luckily, he does have one in hand. But man, we just see here, Hika is pushing the aggression, but we finally see a block here coming down from the Sistermon. So that is one less Sistermon on the board for Manon. But of course, the effect of the Noir will still remain active, and the Howling Memory Boost will get rid of all Digivolution cards on Manon's side here.
That's unfortunate. And now Manon, you know, with only those 3 security left, is definitely on the back foot here. He's got to make something happen. He's got to find a way to get over that Octomon and that Leomon. That's terrifying. Oh, the Oleomon, excuse me.
Alright, well, there is a rookie in Manon's hands that can continue to draw through. The only level 6 he has in hand is the Gallanmon, and like, especially not having the Savior Hugmon right now, he's just trying to find a level 5 of any sort. And so I think here he's going to try to go on the defensive. Manon is just starting to trade.
Okay, yeah, just going to trade out here, get rid of this guy. Again, when you're in that 3 security range, just going up against Gabumon, any turn could be your last turn. If they can get to the Gabumon Bond of Friendship, then, I mean, that's a ton of swings and you usually don't live.
Yup, and so we have so much memory coming in on Hikalink's side here too, right? Because we essentially have the +1 from raising the Gabumon here, and on top of that, the memory boost can be procced in addition to push him to 4. This might be the turn where things are already decided.
Uh-oh, let's take a look here. Yeah, you see the Mat Tamer there. Seems like it was a familiar feeling to him. The 3rd Gabumon drawn.
Yes, sir. Alright, Hikalik, I think he knows what he might have to do. Just the question is, like, what's in the security for Manon? Because at this point, looks like he's going to start swinging, get the first security check with the Octomon here.
Let's see, and what's it going to be?
The reveal, the grand reveal, 7,000 DP is not exactly the highest, but ooh, just the Hawkmon. Would have loved to see that in hand.
Right, yeah. Looks like he's gonna default this into another Octomon though.
Okay.
Gonna get over here.
Not to commit yet. Choosing to tiptoe, despite all the available plays he has. I think that's definitely a great way to go about it. You know, just like chip away at the security bit by bit.
All right, second attack here coming out from the other Octomon. Gonna be... What's the check? Oh, so weak!
5-1.
Oh, this is rough. And keep in mind, Hikalik does have 2 Lobomon in hand. He could opt to play the 2nd Mat Tamer there next turn just for the extra added insurance. What's it gonna be, though?
It's really, really rough. He's mulling over it. He's mulling over it. He has so many available plays, whether it's to commit to the Tamer, whether it's to commit a rookie. Looks like he is going to actually commit the rookie in order to get the search effect here and try to find either a hybrid or a Tamer. The Tamer does get found.
Yeah, all right. Stravimon doing his job. Showed up to work against the Sora Joe Tamer in hand, but at this point, I mean, you know, 3 swings. He's got the Lobomon in hand with the Mat Tamer on the board. He's got the Howling Memory Boost, the extra memory. Things are looking like it's gonna be Hikalink's game.
Yeah, Manon still couldn't find a level 5. The Hugmon came a bit too late. That search effect would have been so welcome 1 turn earlier to find the Savior Hugmon for this turn, but was just not meant to be. But Manon, he's not out of it just yet. He's going to swing into the security here to try and check it. Only 2,000. Going to be just one of the many Gabumons of this deck.
Yeah, all right. Well, checks 1 security. Gonna check the other one, I suppose. But after that, I don't really know what his plan is. You know, he's got level 6s, level 7s, level 4s, but no connective tissue in level 5s.
Exactly right. Another Gabumon gets burned there from the security. And I think if you're Hikalink, you're gonna see this Hakmon come down and feel a little bit of relief, knowing that you are this close to cheating victory and putting the Japanese team 1 point ahead here.
Oh, great point there. Yeah, the Jesmon still comes, but again, there's still no level 5 with him, and I think he's just gonna Digivolve here and pass turn.
It hurts to see on Man Inside. He just could not find a way to bounce back. You know, could have potentially traded, you know, into the Octomons in some way, but with that, Hikalink already has 3 attacks on the board, not counting the hybrids, and this might just be game for Hikalink, putting the Japanese team ahead in a 2-1 in this set. But of course, one more security still remains. There could be something in there that could turn things around.
Yeah, you know, any of the removal cards, Red, known for having very powerful removal cards like Gaia Force, cards like Atomic Blaster. I mean, either of those now would be pretty good. Atomic Blaster might not be able to get over everything, but I mean, it would help.
That would certainly help, that's for sure, at the very least. But without any blockers on the board either, things are looking a little bit dangerous. And so we're going to see the security check come down here for Manon. What is going to be revealed? You can see he's praying the reveal to see if there's any hope of survival. Oh, the savior, Hakmon! Not like this, just like that though. Hikalink, he knows what he has to do. 1 attack remains to take another game for Team Japan in this set.
ちょっと相手の方の手札がノイズがあったのかなと思ったんですけど、しっかりバオハックでも途中からアグロゲームに付き合ってきたんで、しっかり切り替えのあるプレーだったので、海外でもこうやってプレイヤーがしっかり強い方がいるっていうのをすごいこの対戦で感じました。はい。
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It seems that both of our decks were stuck at a smaller level than what they were fully capable of, but obviously you were able to come out on top, and I look forward to more events to where we can play with other players from around the world and Japan directly.
ミニコーナー企画デジモンレポート。今回紹介するデジモンは
やはり大活躍だったオクタモン。
何者なんですかオクタモンって。なんかタコみたいなやつだなみたいなイメージしかないです。
こちら、ハッカーがライバルの探索コンピューターを破壊するために使用したウイルスから発見されたデジモンなんですよ。
ウイルスってことなんですか？
そうです。
あ、じゃあもうこれでこうデータをこう
そうです
破壊するぞっていうことだ。
そんなイメージです。
で、軟体だからいろんなところにも入っていけちゃうぞってことだ。
潜入もできると。
そういうやつなんだ。
縦横無尽なやつなんですよ。でさらにもっとこのデジモン深くて収集癖があるんですよ。
収集癖？
で触手の先端にはデビドラモンからデータで見つけた爪をつけて、でネットの海底から拾ったデジ砲っていう宝。
デジに宝とかデジ砲。こういう形で普段デジモンカードバトルとかでも注目されないようなカードが注目されたりとか、こうやっていろんな情報を入れるのはまた面白いですね。
面白いですね。
日米親善バトル第4試合。日本代表4人目は J2。
それ入ってるのみたいなカードをやっぱりこう何枚か差し込んでデッキを作ることが多いので、対戦相手の方にすごい面白い構築してるね、すごいねって言わせたいですね。たくさんの方の中から選んでいただいてますんで、代表ということで私自信持ってプレーできるように頑張りたいです。
対するアメリカ代表4人目はレイドバックラゴ。
I'm eager to see how people overseas, how good they are, especially in Japan, since they've already played this meta and they're revisiting it essentially since they're ahead of us. I want to see, the difference really between the U.S. and everybody else. I do believe that we have some of the top Digimon players out there in the world. So, like I said, I'm excited, but I think we're going to come up on top today. But once again, I didn't come here to lose.
All right, folks, let's get into our fourth match here. We're going to be having G2 running some really sick Digimon purple deck. You see this card came out. It's got that nice little discard engine with the Kinkaku Promote, as well as the Kinkakumon and the Kinkakumon. Other cards like the Underworld's Call really allow the deck to just cycle very quickly and get to the cards you need as fast as possible.
Yep, exactly. And this list contains a lot of cool control options as well. We see Death Claw as well as Fly Bullet to kind of take out some pesky targets on the opposing side of the field. And so really want to see how that's actually going to come up. Plus that Mastamon one-of is also really, really unique. But of course, we see on Lago's side here running Gabu Bond, and he has some interesting text in here as well. Like we see the Magnadramon that of course gives you a bit of a safety net. And on top of that, some really cool options too, like Kokuta's Breath, which gives you that huge sweep on the opponent's board, and the Rattlestar, which I personally really, really like. So I want to see how this can actually work out for Lago, because he's got so many cool choices that we don't really see that frequently in these Gabumon Bonds of Friendship lists.
For the folks watching at home, again, we are on our fourth match of the day. Japan is currently up 2 games, so this next match for the US is so critical. Everything is on laid back Lago for this next one. Let's see how it turns out.
Game number 4 here between G2 and laid back Lago. This one is incredibly important for the US team, as we need him to, tie it up 2 for 2, as G2 here is trying to really take the Japanese team further ahead. But Lago here is going to be starting off, and look at that hand! The triple power sword!
So that's a blessing and a curse, right? At any moment, whenever you just need 3 memory to play another rookie or just get some other effects out, then that's the way to do it. But it's card draw. You're missing, other level 3s, you're missing level 4s. So I'm interested to see how Layback Lago really pilots this hand here.
Yeah, like honestly, looking at Lago's hand, I'm like, man, the only card in his hand that is a Digimon, thank God that draws more cards, then he's not just passing on a handful of 5 options, right?
Yeah, looks like the purple memory boost coming out from G2's side. So he's gonna have to find and cycle through to his best cards as fast as possible. Going up against that Gabu Bond, purple usually wants to take its time, build up to his level 4s, get some cards in the trash, discard a couple of things. You don't have time with Gabu Bond. You gotta go hard and fast. Looks like he's gonna get to the Gidamon here. And what's he gonna close out with? Another Digivolve? Yeah, looks like it.
All right, that is going to be the Kinkakumon ping down.
Draw for turn.
So meanwhile, here on laidback Lago's side, he's got the Kindogurumon in waiting. The double Cordramon is nice, though. He can opt to just spin 1 memory, 1 Hammer Spark here, and then play down the Cordramon, put his opponent at 3. But first, we're going to see the security check. What's it going to be?
Ooh, Ginkakumon Promote is gonna trade here with that attack, and that is pretty good for G2. Like, we see Lago is starting off really aggressive here, but G2's like, no, calm down, we don't need to start that quickly. But this double draw for Lago is pretty good. He finds a rookie, thank goodness.
Oh, yeah, man, that Cordramon coming in clutch there. Meanwhile, here on G2's side, he's got to find a way to keep tempo on board, at least not let Lago build up too much momentum here. The Black Mechalo Growlmon is super nice, though. Digiburst allow him to pull something back.
Oh, that's a very powerful effect. Like, Weave card be used in so many different purple builds because of just how strong the Digiburst is.
And so, yeah, he Digibursted the 3 Digimon under him, and one of those was the Gidamon, and now he can get that same Gidamon back with the effect. They're going to spin the purple memory boost as well. Looks like we're going to be seeing another Digivolution. Yes, into the Tidamon turn 2. Oh, excuse me.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is
turn
such
2,
a
that's
strong
crazy.
tempo swing. That's so good for G2. Like, he's definitely the one controlling the pace of the game here. Even though we said like Lago's playing Gabumon, it's a tough matchup. It's definitely hard to keep up with it. But G2 is the one dictating the pace of the game here.
Yeah, so Taitamon comes out. You can discard a card, pull back a level 4. He's going to pull back the Promote, whose effect allows him to pull back Ginkaku and or Kinkaku, put them under him. If he gets both, he gets special effects. Looks like he's only going to get one, though, so not going to get the buff of the card drop plus the memory boost.
We'll go into a Gabumon.
Yep. Back to Lago. He has the Gabumon at the very least to try and draw into more pieces, and he finds the Bond of Friendship. Thank goodness.
Yeah, all right. The Portable here going to swing into security again. Going to be putting G2 at that critical 3 security that is so nice for Gabumon there. We're going to see the Hammer Spark, though. Okay. Oh, nice. Rattlestar to clear the board a bit. Looks pretty good. And there's 3 Digimon on your opponent's side of the board.
Okay.
Yeah, but we can see he's definitely targeting that Taitamon there. That is the most pesky target on G2's board by far.
You gotta keep in mind, Gabumon does have a couple of removal options. Laid Back Lago does include a couple more. The Rattlestar is a nice addition. If your opponent gets a little too familiar, starts to go wide, then you check him with the Rattlestar. Reduce the board a little bit.
Ooh,
Gabumon not gonna survive the security swing, though. That's unfortunate.
Yep. Alright, going in with the poke.
Alright, Pro Mode here. What's it gonna be, buddy? Alright, gonna discard here. Didn't get the attack off for security.
Security check coming through.
Yeah, oh, Mechanorimon just good enough. Again, I talked about Laid Back Lago having a couple techs in the deck, and that is another one of the defensive options that he's got. It really feels like he was, trying to get ready for the mirror match, but it works out in all cases this way.
Yep, exactly. And it's like, look at how offensive both of these players have been so far. Like, they're both tied at 3 security each, just trading blows at this point and making sure that neither player can build up too much of their tempo. And honestly, if you give Lago a bit too much memory, that double Hammer Spark can really turn things around.
Yeah, again, that's that secret bomb that he's got waiting in his hands to just turn the tide if things get a little dire. Looks like he's gonna spin one, though. Will he spin the other one?
Ooh. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, to go into the blocker without passing.
Really? Yeah, you don't really see the Grizzlymon in a lot of Gabumon builds here, so he's just biding his time so he can find the cards that he needs. He's been getting, all the sparks that are the Gabumons themselves, but he needs that Mat Tamer. He needs the Gabumon. Where are they at?
Here we go.
Man, he really just passed over 6 memory like that. That hurts.
Oh, didn't even spin the other Hammer Spark there. He's just gonna give 6 away to Purple. Purple can make things happen with memory like that.
Oh, yes, indeed. That's really dangerous. G2 might be able to make some pretty big moves here on this turn going into the Kinkagumon. How far will he keep pushing the stack?
Oh, going to the Rebellion here. Gonna go to 1. Is he gonna opt to go into this Mastamon? He's also got the Taitamon in hand as well, so...
Honestly, the Mastamon could be such a huge play. Like, this card has still seen so much competitive play to this very day. No matter how much the game evolves, Mastamon's effect is just so strong, being able to push out a yellow or purple level 4 lower from your trash for free, which is so strong with the kind of cards that these 2 colors have available to them. But he's going to go into another Taitamon here, which of course is incredibly powerful too. And I think it's the level 6 that, again, it made Lago commit a lot of cards in order to make sure he could take it out last time. So now, how will Lago even deal with it, right?
Yeah, no more Rattlestar in hand. I mean, he could draw Kakaida's Breath, which would be, God draws, but looks like G's gonna be pulling back another Pro Mode here.
Yup, coming in with a rush effect too. And it's definitely looking good for G2 so far.
Yeah, he's building the board back up again. I really thought that he was gonna be on the back foot, but it really feels like every turn he's just taking control.
Alright, Lago, you need to make the bounce back, but not seeing the Mat Tamer really hurts here. Like, that is quite literally what he has been looking for this entire game in order to actually have the bonds of friendship go online, and he's just not been finding it turn after turn.
All right, gonna just play out the Gabumon here just to get the card draw from the on-play effect. Again, he's searching, he's digging through that deck. Can he find his Mat Tamer? Ooh, that's not gonna be it, unfortunately.
Oh, but wait a second. If G2 doesn't end the game this next turn, this could be a pretty nasty setup because he's got so many Digimon there at the ready. He gets a search here from the Davis, but I really want to highlight, like, look at this board right now, right? He's got things sitting there. He's got the Gabumon in the back. There's 3 security left, and he has a hybrid in hand, which is, I think, why he played down the Davis this turn, because I think he's actually just aiming to close things out next turn.
Maybe he wants to give the impression that he doesn't have anything crazy, but he does have that hybrid waiting in the ranks.
That is right.
The question is, can G2 finish the game this turn? This one's scary. Very stressful for G2, but he's somehow navigated these really crazy turns. All right, first swing, here it goes.
Going in with a Kinkakumon promote.
Are we going to see the Grizzlymon block here?
This one's important.
Gabumon choice.
Okay, Gabumon choice.
Alright, the promote using its ability here.
Yeah, I'm gonna send back, get rid of the level 3, excuse me. Block or security, what's it gonna be? Looks like it is gonna be security.
Right, doesn't get checked or not. We're safe. Still in.
Yeah, safe. I mean, it'd be nice if it was a Mat Tamer, right?
Oh, absolutely. Wait, but actually I'm thinking, so all the Digimon swings with 2 security, but is there a way for G2 to close out this turn? I don't feel like there is. Am I missing something?
Yeah, I don't think he... Whoa! 14,000 check. Well, Digimon, not gonna get those 2 security checks now, so...
Okay.
Pretty good.
Well, we can forget that second security check. That's gonna just stop at 1 there. Lago still hanging in as much as he can.
Yeah, you can see he's saying, "Where's my mat? Where is it? I can't find him." All right, here. So let's close out. Looks like G's gonna just play the purple memory boost. Get a bit more memory for the later turns.
Of course, the search here, very, very important. Another Digimon is found here as well. Of course, he does have the Mastermon already in hand, so he's going to choose to go with the level 5 here instead. As I think, you know, if you're G2, you've got plenty of plays to back it up. You know, his hand is definitely able to try and secure lethal. And especially if this can stick around, like if this Rebellion actually sticks around, he can go into a Mastermon and just close out.
That is true, yeah. 1 security left on layback Longo's side. He's got to make something happen next turn. All right, the Rebellion here. Digivolves.
Yep, that is right.
Gonna get rid of that Lekimon there.
Yep, use the effect.
Now
it's good.
Retaliation if they run into it, so.
I will draw for return.
Yes.
Gotta be careful. What does layback Lago get here on this turn? Is it Matt? No, it's another Hammer Spark though. But this might be all she wrote. Hold on.
That's the 4th one, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so let's see the first security check. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. No, gonna be a Digimon.
Let's security check Gabumon.
All right. Gabumon coming in. This is exactly what we talked about earlier. He has the hybrid that could close things out. Gabumon, just a measly 1000 DP, is going to get checked, but only 1 security remains.
Oh, I like this, yeah, just in case, just in case.
Okay.
Swinging with Grizzlymon here is going to put him
memory from attacking.
Yeah, going to put him at the memory deficit from the attack. Let's see, what is it going to be? What is it? Oh, it's not enough.
That's not enough. And with that, Lago can come in with the hybrid and just go over and swing for the last attack and actually tie up the series 2 for 2.
Yeah, that was. I believe it was definitely a back and forth game. As you can see, I have 1 security. They have 0 security. I I wasn't able to find my mat, so that was unfortunate. I wasn't able to unlock the full potential, but you know, it's difficult for purple Titamon to deal with the pressure that blue deals out. Plus the check, I got lucky as well. His Titamon hit into my Gabumon bond of friendship and security.
あと最後についても、相手のデジモンとかを除去しきれなかったんで、すごい悔しいですね。はい。
You know, I hope we could continue playing, you know, sometime in the future again, or we'll meet again somewhere.
リベンジマッチね。オッケーオッケー。
I'll see my world.
yes もちろん。
面白かった。
なんか僕個人的に、あんまり手札を見ないように、ちょっと試合を見てる。最後のランゴのプレイングというか、巻き返しちょっとびっくりしました。
持ってたかって感じでしたね。
いるじゃん。これもみたいな形でした。
ミニコーナー企画デジモンレポート。今回紹介するデジモンは
ラゴさんが使ってたコアドラモンね、ブロッカーであったりだとかね、でまた再録されて登場時効果があったりだとか、
2枚ドローできるとかね、
ドラモンってつくデジモンって結構多かったと思うんですけども、
多いですね。
でこれらのドラモンってつくのにはデジコアに必ず龍因子のデータを有しているんですよ。
ああ、龍因子を持ってるんだこう。
ドラのドラって龍なんですね。
なるほど、ドラゴンのドラみたいなことだ。
でその龍因子のデータの割合が高ければ高いほど体の形状が龍型になっていくっていう設定なんですよ。でこのコアドラモンが龍因子データ割合が 100%。純血。
こいつが？
もうそれでしかない。
コアドラモンって龍なの？
龍ですね。まんま龍ですね。
もっと強くていいんじゃない？
そうですね。
でもそう龍因子データっていうのは面白いですね。これからドラモンがつくカードとか出たら、こいつは龍因子何パーなんだろうとかちょっと気になってきますよ。確かに。ちょっと面白い。
次にG2さんが使ってたリベリモン。
リベリモン。
これですよ。高出力のエンジンを搭載したサイボーグ型デジモン。
なんかバイクみたいな形してますね。
それです。で死の淵に追い込まれたデジモンが周囲にジャンクデータを取り込んで進化したみたいな設定なんですよ。
死の淵みたいなとこから道連れがつくのかもしれないですね。効果で。
そうです。
ちょっと面白いですねそれ。やっぱ知った方がいいですよ原作のこういう設定みたいな。僕ぐらいですかこんなに知らないの。
デジカ日米親善バトル。ここまで4試合を終えて結果は2勝2敗。決着は最終戦へ。日米親善バトル第5試合。日本代表ラストは氷。
女性プレイヤーってそんなにやっぱ男女比男性と比べて多い方ではないかなっていうふうには思うんですけれど、公式で活躍もできるよっていうことを伝えて、やりたいことをやりきって勝ちたいなっていうふうに思います。
対するアメリカ代表ラストはトレイマリング。
I'm anxious to get started. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to see how good I do against the Japanese meta and players. So yeah, I'm anxious and excited. I have no doubt. I have no doubt in myself that I can win against them. I'm a really strong player myself. So yeah, I'm ready to see how strong I actually am. Good luck. And have fun. See, best man wins.
It's time for the final battle of this 5v5. This is going to be Trey running a Commandramon list versus Cory, who's coming in with Jessmon. And this Jessmon list definitely has some interesting spice on top of it as well. You know, it's a deck that we've definitely seen quite a few times and is always just able to make use of the same strong game plan. You have your Savior Huckmon with Jessmon, bring out all the sister mons and be able to attack over and over again with Jessmon while taking out the opponent's resources and just attacking with a huge Jessmon that can't get checked by even the security. But the Ultras mode, pretty interesting there for a level 5, maybe to fight some of the more like rookie rush oriented matchups like the Gabu Bond. So we're going to see, you know, how that actually comes in here in this matchup. And of course, the opponent here is going to be Trey running a Commandramon deck list. What do you think of this, East?
Dude, this deck's so sick. This is a deck that we really didn't get to see in Japan, so I don't think a lot of Japanese players might be ready for this. But the Commandramon being able to just multiply from the level 3's effect, and then you've got the the Dark Doromon. The Nanimon is a nice inclusion from recent sets, as well as the the Magnadramon, who lets you pull out maybe another Commandramon on swing if you can get him on the board. Plus the heal is really nice.
Yes, that's definitely very strong, but this is a very important matchup, right? We're 2 for 2. This is going to be the game that really determines who takes the set between Japan and USA. So let's get into it and find out who will be victorious.
ついにクライマックス2勝2敗で迎えた最終戦。このバトルで全てが決まる。果たして勝つのは日本代表か、それともアメリカ代表か。
All right, this last game, we're gonna have Trey going up against Corey. It is 2-2 on both sides for the US and Japan. This one is gonna take everything for the year. Who's gonna come out on top?
Ooh, and let's take a look at these opening hands. For Corey, there are no rookies, if I'm not mistaken, in the starting hand. That's a little... Oh, it's a pass!
Really?
Turn pass, just like that.
I can hear the USA chants out there. I can hear them. No level 3 in the opening hand. Let's go!
Oh man, but we didn't even get to talk enough about Trey's deck, man. This deck is so interesting. Like the Commandramon list, we've seen it make some results over in the English scene, and using this Dracomon here because of course it searches for a Dramon off the top, and of course the command Dramons fit the specifications there, and just like that he gets to already add himself a Commandramon to his hand. I believe that is the blocker, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the blocker one, the one that get introduced in BT5. A little bit more support for the archetype after it had been out for a while, which is you like to see, right? You get your favorite old stuff brought back to light. Looks like he's gonna play the Nanimon here, level 4 for super cheap, man. Look at that 3-2.
You love to see it, and I think, oh no, Corey, she is not finding the rookie that she wants, but at least the Geo Greymon, honestly, that is a great way to kind of control the board at least a little bit here. So let's see if she's gonna commit it. Yeah, I think you have to at the very least get rid of something on there.
Yeah, with the the Commandramon in raising, he's already got 2 Digimon out. She's got to play something. The Geo Greymon, you're gonna give a bunch of memory away, but you're gonna get rid of something, which is important here. Okay. So yeah,
exactly.
get rid of the Nanimon.
Trey, he sees that his opponent isn't exactly seeing many of their pieces, and so he's just like, all right, we're gonna take that. Just be aggressive here. Try to push as much as we can, and aggress as much as possible. So even the Dracomon here coming in for the first security check. Let's see it.
Gonna be Savior Hookmon, big boy. We saw him in previous games. Hopefully not all 4 of them are in that security stack though.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, gonna choose to commit a Tamer here.
I really like this play. Yeah, so he's gonna get the Izzy Tamer here to draw top 3. All black, which means he's gonna get the refund of the 1 memory, but this also allows him to stack his deck. If you take a look at Trey's hand right now, pretty option and Tamer heavy, as well as level 6s and level 7. So he needs to find a level 3 so he can start to facilitate getting some card draw and getting some more Digimon on board and not falling behind Corey.
Yep, you can see the second Tamer come down here as well. Oh, finally Corey drawing a rookie. She's been looking for it for so many turns. All right, now things are gonna start moving. We can see, she's got level 4s, level 5s, even the Jesmon in hand and the Omnimon. She can make some plays starting from here on.
Yeah, so she's gonna build up in raising for this turn, probably swing in with the Geo Greymon now, and then next turn, that Jesmon is likely going to see play. Oh yeah, the attack here first in security. What's it gonna be?
Yep, see the check here. How big is it? Oh, Ultimate Flare. That is actually not going to be doing as much in this situation, right?
Yeah, pretty awkward here. Unfortunately, it removes all level 3s on the board after it de-evolves, but GeoGreymon has, of course, the level 3s under it, and there's no other level 3s on the board, so it's going to just hang out.
Yep, so as impactful as the Ultimate Flare can be in certain situations, it's not really going to be doing much over there. And we see that Corey, she's just building up her stack. You know, she's already on level 5 there in the raising area with the GeoGreymon having stuck around. And what's really cool here is also that the Ultras mode is going to be pretty huge in just being able to swing over, you know, when he goes into the, when he evolves into the Jesmon, going to be able to swing over virtually everything too.
I mean, look at Trey's hand though. He's got 2 copies of the Iron Fisted Onslaught. He's probably going to swing it with his Commandramon. You know, he doesn't want it to stick around for too long. He does have the Doramon, Dark Doramon in hand, which means he needs to get 5 Commandramon in the trash as soon as possible. We're going to see the attack here on security. What is it going to be?
Yeah, ooh, that's the Sistermon, of course. If a Judgment of the Blade gets popped in security, that's going to be a good thing as well, because you do get some memory back on top of that. But
nice.
This Trey, of course, you know, the nice thing about the Commandramon blocker is that unlike most blockers, you do not lose memory from attacking with it, and it's also one of the very rare rookie blockers too. So an excellent ability to have in a deck focused around its playstyle.
Yeah, he gets the card draw there from the Pagumon as well as the dual tamer here. Izzy and Joe, he's gonna pull another card and he's gonna hard play the 4-cost Commandramon there. Wow, he needs to just cycle through and get to that Dark Doramon as soon as possible, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, passing on 1 is pretty huge. Like, that's one way to make sure that Cody does not do anything with that Jesmon yet, because she could just stay in raising here and evolve, could still afford to swing with the GeoGreymon, as we're seeing not much has really been able to clear it, and she is gonna take that initiative going into the security here. Gonna be only 3 security left, and it does get traded away. Wow, right?
Commandramon got shooters out here in security, man.
Ooh, look at that though. The Jesmon is going to be committed to already in the raising. So Cody's saying, all right, you know, we spent the first few turns just relying on GeoGreymon here to really kind of like control the pace of the game. But the moment this Jesmon comes on the battle area to play, it's going to be a huge swing in tempo as we have Sistermons in hand, we got Sistermons in the trash. It's going to be pretty impactful, but unfortunately no Savior Hakmon in the Digivolution cards.
Yeah, so it looks like here, Trey, though, it seems like he feels pretty confident. He's got 2 of the removal options, Iron Fisted Onslaught in hand. He just drew the Sealstramon. He's hopefully going to swing in with both these Commandramon that get taken out, and I think that either puts him at 4 or 5 Commandramon in the trash, so has the potential for either this turn or next turn Commandramon or Dark Doramon.
Yeah, the Dr.
Right, that's one, yeah.
That's one of the win cons of this deck, right? You know, you're happy to just play super aggressively, swing into the opponent's security, and just go through it. Oof, Ultimate Flare off the top there, all right.
Yeah, would have hoped for that to have been in the security stack instead, you know?
Absolutely.
All right, the rest on the Joe Izzy Tamer here is going to let him draw another the blocker Commandramons. Perfect. And then swing with the 5K.
So another security
yeah, this deck is kind of like this deck really does feel kind of like a I don't know, some kind of version of Rookie Rush, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but it just has this like lean engine around it, right? Where all the Commandramon support each other, and you know, a lot of the Rookie Rush decks at the start of the Digimon TCG, they were very much playing around, just kind of like rushing the opponent and punishing them with the Puppetmon. Whereas the Dark Doramon really just gives the whole D-Brigade deck this very viable win condition, where you build up your trash full of Commandramons and you just go in there, just swing in with the Dark Doramon with the rush right after playing it. And I mean, you know, I think it's just it's a very powerful finisher that I think everyone has to respect. And you know, these players are used to playing against Jesmon, they're used to playing against the, you know, the Gabumon decks, but are they prepared to face against Commandramon, which could just be a bit of a sleeper pick here, right?
And you know, as the last game of the U.S.-Japan friend match or friendly match, I mean, it's a pretty good pick.
Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, a delicate plan coming down here for the Jesmon, so can swing very safely, knowing how many, pesky and super powerful options can be in the security for this Commandramon deck. And I think that's definitely a very safe pick because, of course, Jesmon being able to not just trade, but also have the piercing on top of that.
Yeah, so he destroys the 5,000 there with the Bow Hug Bomb's effect and then swings into security here. What's it gonna be though? Whoa, 10,000 Magnadramon. Unfortunately, not quite enough to get over the 17k Jesmon right there. Shout outs to Sister Monoir.
That's right. But now both players are left with just one security. Like, this game could end in an instant. The Sister Mon Blanc is going to come down for the extra card draw and the blocker to stop the aggression. Another one gets drawn into this. I think you commit it. I think you have to commit it just to stay safe.
Yeah, you need that blocker on board. Oh.
Corey's going to make the call. Yep, she's going to commit it. I like that. I like that. You need it. Like, right now, you are this close from securing lethal yourself with just the 2 security remaining. Ooh, I think this is... Corey might just have
gonna
this.
give
3 Sister Mons on the board.
Yeah, she is going to give Trey a little bit more memory, though, off that dual tamer. Corey having more than 2 Digimon on the board means that he's going to get the +2 go to 5, so he has a ton of memory to work with this turn, but can he make this board disappear on Corey's side? He's got to at least take out 2 of the Digimon.
Yeah, like, you have Iron Fist Onslaught, which can take out the Jesmon, but that only takes you so far, right? Although, how many Commandramons does he actually have in the trash right now? Because it looks like he's swinging in to security, if I'm not mistaken, with the blocker here. We get the confirmation. I think I see 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was 4.
All right, let's see it. Yeah, he's gonna. He wants this to happen though. He wants them to take this attack, and then the Commandramon gets destroyed. Dark Dodomon comes out. He gets it on for 3 memory, and then suddenly it's a big boy. He can spin that, and then he can potentially swing, use the Iron Fisted Onslaught to take out another Digimon, the Jesmon, and then put Corey at 2 Digimon so you can't close out the game next turn.
That might just be what Trey has to do, and both players are maneuvering this game state really excellently. Just being able to use the maximum of the resources. The Darkdramon coming down here. Of course, here we go. 5 targets, 5 D-Brigades that will go back to the deck. And of course, refund 10 of the memory that you pay of the 13 play costs here.
Different fight. I'm stressed right now, man. This is gonna be a photo finish.
Yeah.
And, looks like we're gonna see the Iron Fisted Onslaught though. Get rid of the Jesmon.
Surely, right? It has to be.
Yeah, he's gotta go highest. Highest attack.
That's... Oh, for Corey, it's so close. Like, both players, it's tooth and nail. It's so back and forth.
Red does have removal. You have to be careful running into security. You hit an Atomic Blaster, you hit a Gaia Force, man. That could just ruin your day. And give Corey the momentum she needs to close this game out. We're gonna see the Agumon come out though, into raising. But can she make something happen on the board? She needs to either play some sort of Huckmon so she can get the blocker effect. But no, she's gonna just opt to go in with the Dark Tyrannomon evolve here.
Dark Tyrannomon. Yep. Ooh, Huckmon picked up.
Oh, that's good. Yes, gets the double blocker again. Oh, can she find another Jesmon? Yeah, she can. Uh-oh. And the Savior Huckmon. Yeah, she's definitely gonna grab the Savior Huckmon there. And the Jesmon.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That
Yup.
is absolutely huge.
Okay, gonna Digivolve into the Greymon though. We're gonna start building up that stack.
All right, the Mon coming down as well for the extra security.
Do we Digivolve the Dark Tyrannomon into the Savior Huckmon here to close the turn out? No, on board!
No, yeah, she has to put it over the Greymon.
Oh, she wants the Sistermon effect. But she doesn't have any in hand.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, Savior Huckmon allows you to play the Sistermon, but none in hand.
She needs the Blancs to be blockers.
Yeah, oh, this is so stressful. Talk about a nail biter finish, folks.
Yeah, this
Alright, gonna go to 5 memory here.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he
Any
has
side
to
could
promote.
take it. It is still anyone's game.
Oh, I'm trying to think, what are Trey's moves here?
He's gonna grab.
Swings it with the Dark Dortmund.
And I think he has to.
Koi lets this one through.
Security.
Oh, it's a
Okay, it's actually gonna check it.
Geogreymon.
Geogreymon!
Oh my god!
It's coming out. It gets the destruction. Corey, blessed by the security. This be her match right off of that card. Oh my goodness.
Can Trey find something here? All right, gonna draw out the Commandron. He's gonna draw with the Tamer as well. Hold on. Oh, it's another Commandron.
They all went back on top,
Trey.
right? The Dark Dramon sent everyone right back up. Trey is struggling. He almost had the game there, and now I think he's just trying to think anything he could do, but you're facing off 5 attacks there with only 2 security. You just gotta put down the blockers as fast as possible, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, he plays out the one Commandron blocker here, but I think that might be enough. Corey's gonna promote here. The Geogreymon pickup was so clutch.
There's still security. There's still security. You gotta play very carefully here.
Oh, Ultimate Flare could actually be pretty big here.
Save your Huffmon though.
Let's see
2
it.
security checks here because of the Greymon coming in the inheritance. Oh, the Sword Defeat!
Unfortunately, he might not get to see the light of day. He gets to be played, but at this point, the second security
That's
check
gonna
is
be a
gonna happen.
second check. Here we go, 7,000. What is it gonna reveal? A 3,000. And with that, Corey is lined up to swing for game and grab victory for Team Japan with just 1 blocker remaining. And with that, she has 1 last attack to take victory.
Good game. Thank you.
Good game. Thank you.
Thank you. 相手がコマンドラモンのアグロだったので、コストをたくさん渡せないなっていうのもあって、すごく考えて最後結構セキュリティに助けられた感じがありました。本当に良かったです。うまいなっていう感じがしました。
Well, it's really good player. I think the Jesmon, when she swarmed the field with the Sistermons, that really turned the game in her favor. I think if it wasn't for that or the Geo Gray, it could have gone my way. And then the check of an ultimate player when she just had Geo Gray on the field, I think that really hurt me. Yes, I agree. It was definitely interesting to see the different tactics worldwide. Thank you.
ということでデジカ日米親善バトルの最終結果は3勝2敗で日本代表の勝利。
さあ見応えがありましたが、日本が3勝2敗で勝ち越しました。
おめでとうございます。
めちゃくちゃ面白かったですね。
いや、良かったですね。やっぱりデジカっていいバトルができますね。
最終戦まで分かんなかったですしね。実力的には同じぐらいでしたね。
そうですね。やっぱりアメリカの方も結構強かったですね。岩井さんはどうでしたか？
やっぱりね、日本だけでやってても戦い方みたいのが凝り固まっちゃうようなところもあるかもしれない。
そうですね、日本人の考えっていう
を海外のなんか新しい戦略とか、そういうのと戦ってみるとまた広がるかもしれないですね。
確かにいろんなね戦略があるんだっていう考えになれると。
ということで、デジカパート以上でございます。引き続き、デジモンコンお楽しみください。それではさよなら。
イエーイ。いやー、すごいバトルでしたね。白熱した試合展開でした。ハイレベルのプレイヤーたちのゲームはさすがに見応えがありましたね。
Yeah, oh my goodness, that was a pretty heated game if you ask me. I'm not sure I've ever really seen this level of play ever.
確かに確かに。
本当にすごい。
最終成績は、3勝2敗で日本代表の勝利となりましたが、正直どっちが勝っても負けてもおかしくない接戦でしたからね。はい、福井さん、カエルさん、本日の感想ぜひお聞かせください。
So the final score for the friendship match was 3 wins and 2 losses for the Japanese team. So Fukui-san and Kyle-san, what did you guys think of the games today? Fukui-san.
改めて5戦見まして本当にどっちが勝ってもおかしくなかったかなと思いますし、すごいなと思うのはやっぱその一つのプレー何かかなり緊張する状況だと思うんですけれども、そこで何かあっても必ずこうリカバーしていくところはさすがだなというふうに当日も思いましたし、今見ていてまた非常に感じました。
はい、カエルさん。
Yeah, it was great to see so many matches today. Some of them really went right down to the wire, and there were some great comebacks at the end. It was really great to see players having different decks, and most of all having players from Japan and the US have great matches against each other. And we're really looking forward to having more of these matches between players not only from Japan and the US, but from all over the world play against each other in the Digimon card game. So it's really exciting.
Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。
I have a question. 質問があります。この中で一番胸が熱くなったプレイはどこでしたか？ Which part did you get the most excited about? 福井さんはどうでしょう？
正直一つを挙げるのは難しいなと思います。やっぱデッキタイプが相性がすごく悪いというか強いデッキだなと感じても結局やっぱりそのセキュリティのプレイ具合とかによって結構ドラマが何回もあって撮影の当日もですねかなり盛り上がっていたなという印象があるので何か一つどの試合というのはないかなというのは思うんですけれどもそうですね。
Too hard to choose from. Too hard to choose from. There's too many.
でもしっかりプレーを仕切るというか先ほどもちょっとお伝えしたんですけど、ミスがあってもしっかりそれを取り戻すみたいなところでこうそのままでただでは終わらないところもありますし非常にそこが私としても勉強になることだったかなというふうに思います。
So even if they make a mistake, they go back and fix their mistake. What about you, Kyle?
One thing I always really like about the Digimon card game is when attacking, seeing what's coming out of the security stack. You never know, it could really change up the game. And especially the last match, just seeing what came out of the security stack and really just changing up the flow of the game. You never know what you're going to draw, and you also never know what's going to come out of your security stack. So that's one of the most enjoyable parts of the Digimon card game, and we saw a lot of that in these matches today.
Wow, thanks so much.
そこでちょっと自分思ったんですけど、お二人はもうデジモンカードにも長く付き合ってるっていうところもあるじゃないですか。逆に福井さんとカエルさんがやったらどっちが勝つのかなっていうのが。
Oh, you're trying to start some drama, are we?
Yeah, I'm trying to start a drama, but I'm thinking like since these two have been going at Digimon card for, at it, I was wondering if these two have a battle, who would win?
I would watch that.
You would watch that?
I would totally watch that.
正直いいですか？正直対戦したことないな。
おお。Let us know if you want to see this. 見たいっていう方はコメントお願いします。
ちょっと改めてね。
Yeah, we've been working together on this project for a while, but we've actually never really played each other. So we've talked about all the cards so much, but never really sat down and played. So that could be something for the next Digimon Con, or I don't know, but that also sounds exciting. Yeah.
Funny you say that. 今その一言が面白いですよ。スタッフさんテーブルの準備をお願いします。嘘です。It's a joke. No table.
スケジュールもあると思うんで。
いきなりここでファイみたいな感じで。Yeah, but would you two want to do it in the future? でも二人ちょっとやってみたいなっていうのはやっぱあるんですか？
I think we should. We should just do it. Yeah.
やるべき。
Well, you heard it here first.
I've played with a lot of other people at BANDAI, but never together. So, but there's some strong people in our company, I think. So, yeah.
バンダイの中の人たちと何人かやったけど、福井さんとはまだやってないということで、バンダイの中の人たち結構強い人たちもいるっていうことで、逆にファンの人たちともやるっていう、バンダイの人たちとやるっていうのもありですね。Another way of looking, maybe like the the players and the fans can have a go at you guys might be a good thing as well. Maybe in the future, もしかしたら次の企画に出てくるかもしれませんね。で、まだ2人とも答えてませんよ。もしやり合ったらどっちが勝つのかな。
確かに。
If you two go at it, who would win?
Yeah, who would
Let's
win?
be honest.
どうですかね。まあ。
I think it depends on the deck. Probably you, since you've been working longer than me. So I'm just gonna say that. Yeah.
なるほどなるほど。まあ福井さんの方が長くやってるっていうことで、まあ福井さんって言うけど、まあデッキ次第っていうのもあるからねって言っておりますからね。そちらの方もじゃあちょっと今後ちょっと楽しみですね。
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we might take a look at it in the future. Thank you very much. ありがとうございます。
Thank you to both.
はい。じゃあ続いていきましょうかね。はい。そしてついにデジモンカードは艦隊地盤が登場です。4月を予定しておりますので、続報をお楽しみに。
In other upcoming news, Digimon cards will be available in simplified Chinese. It's planned for an April release, so follow us on our socials and look out for the details.
That's right. さあ、福井さん、カイルさん、ありがとうございました。楽しめましたか？ Thank you very much for both of you. Did you guys enjoy this? 福井さん、どうでした？
非常に楽しかったです。
ありがとうございます。
ちょっとこのセットに緊張してたところもあったんですけど、非常に楽しかったです。
A little bit nervous, but he had a great time. Thank you so much.
All
How
good.
about you, Kyle? Kyle-san.
I had a great time today. I was checking the comments online, and people who might have been interested in one part of Digimon but not know about the other, and learning new things and celebrating this great Digimon that we have with each other, and keep the posting and keep sharing and keep enjoying this great series we have.
Thank you very much. 本当楽しかったとね。コメントの方も見てみるとこの部分のデジモンは知ってたけどこの部分を知らなかったっていう人たちがいて、それももっとみんなが知るようになっていたっていうところを見れたのがまた素晴らしかったということで、ありがとうございます。Again, both of you, お二人とも Thank you very much for joining us today. 今回本当にありがとうございました。